Hello, my friends. Welcome back. If you are joining me for this video and you haven't seen the other videos yet, this is part two of a three-part series to help you write an academic essay on the topic of climate change. I'm not going to write the essay for you, but I'm going to help you think about it and help you get started with planning. All right, so this video picks up with the idea of how to plan this essay. So in the last video, we talked about making word clouds. And a word cloud can help you identify the most common words that you're going to need to use for writing your essay. But word clouds are not enough. If all you do is create a bunch of word clouds, you're not going to have any idea what to write in this essay. So it's really important that you read your sources completely and that you understand what their main ideas are. If you're an intermediate learner of English, it is okay to not go directly to the highest, most advanced level English article and try to read it. If you need to read something at your level, go to some sites that offer simplified English so that you can understand what the topic what the article is trying to explain to you. It does not help anybody if you choose a bunch of sources that are academic that you don't understand. Choose a source that you understand and you can paraphrase in your own words. All right. So after you have made your word clouds, you've read your sources, now it's time to think about three related ideas that build towards one thesis statement. So again, in the previous video, we talked about it's really important that you know what kind of essay you're writing. There's not just one kind of essay, so you need to be familiar with what is your teacher asking you. So let's say your assignment is a cause-effect essay, okay? And maybe you decide that you want to focus on three causes, okay? Then maybe your thesis statement has a structure something like this. Climate change has been caused by cause 1, 2, and 3. You know, and you can fill in here what these are. I'm not going to give you these ideas that you're supposed to read, okay? But this is how it can be structured. And I think that this helps if you feel that writing an essay is just too much. Do this for right now. Make some ideas for this plan, and then it'll be easier to write. So if you're going to focus on effects, it's the same idea, but with 3 effects at the bottom. Maybe you say, climate change has caused some major effects, including effect 1, effect 2, and effect 3. Okay. I should mention that in English, in academic, academic English writing, we want to be very direct. We don't want to go around and around and around. We want you to tell us exactly what you're going to say. For a persuasive essay, this is different. We were just looking at informative. For a persuasive essay, now you want to give information with the purpose of changing the mind of your reader or convincing the reader to do something or believe something. So in this one, I am talking about a persuasive essay whose argument is climate change has been caused by humans. Not everyone agrees with that. I personally believe that humans are definitely a major cause for climate change. But anyway, some people think, oh no, humans aren't causing it at all. All right, now you know how I feel about that. All right, so for this essay, I'm saying climate change has been caused by humans because reason 1, 2, and 3. Now, what are these reasons about? They're a reason that I support this position. So these are reasons that I support this position. it's explaining why I have this position, this belief, this opinion, okay? These are my reasons. If you're writing a problem solution paper, your organization could look like this. Climate change's effects can be reduced by solution 1, solution 2, solution 3, okay? And so, as you can see in all of these, I've decided to go with 3, 1 for each paragraph, okay? All right, so how can you use your word clouds? Now that you've done your planning and you're moving on to drafting, you're actually going to sit down and you're going to write this thing. So you're going to look at your word clouds and record the most commonly used words. You can use a highlighter, you can underline. Also, as I mentioned before in the previous video, maybe you create several different word clouds for each paragraph. If one paragraph focuses on, one solution could be we recycle our trash. If that's one of your solutions, you can go create a word cloud for recycling and reducing climate change and see what happens. You, of course, remember, you have to go and you have to find the source first. You can't just put that into word cloud. All right, so as you write your essay, refer to your list to help you express your ideas. Sometimes students just get stuck because they just don't know the words to say. And so when you have a word cloud to remind you of the vocabulary around this topic, that can help you keep going. All right. So this is my one about climate change. I used this in the previous video. So if I'm making a plan about this, what are the causes of climate change? And I'm reviewing my word cloud. I see the word activities. That looks like a cause. And I know that human activities can affect climate change, can make it worse. Let's see what other things look like causes. I have heard something about the Earth's orbit. I remember reading something about solar energy, like the way that our orbit, the Earth's orbit around the sun, sometimes the Earth is closer. So I want to read more about that. I don't fully understand that. So I'm going to return to my sources and read about that more and see if that's something that I want to write about. Because this is not caused by human activities. But it's something I want to know about to see if I want to include. What else looks like? We have water. This is a big one, right? Greenhouse. I remember reading about greenhouse gases. I can't spell greenhouse. Haha. And I also remember that these two are somehow connected, almost like human activities can increase greenhouse gases. I want to think about that more and see if that's something I want to write about. Vapor, fossil. Oh yes, I remember reading about fossil fuels and that burning fossil fuels can cause greenhouse gases. I remember that. There's that word gases. Okay. So again, this is how I want you to think about developing your ideas. It's not just looking at the word cloud. It's also thinking about what you have already learned, thinking about what your sources have said, and then making a plan from there, deciding what your 1, 2, and 3 are going to be. And sometimes after you've made your plan, you start writing and you realize, ooh, I really don't have enough to say about that. It's okay to change later. That's part of the writing process. The writing process isn't always 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes it's 1, 2, 3, then we go back to 2, and then we go back to 3 again. Okay, that's okay. All right, so we're going to stop there for this particular section. In the next video, we're going to pick up with how to search for credible sources on climate change. Thanks for joining me again, and I'll see you next time.